Hi everyone, Morten Åstad here with another video. It's Christmas Eve today, and I've made a couple of videos already, but this one is maybe even a little more special than the other ones. A couple of days ago I met my friend, and she had a surprise for me. She had a gift card for me from my employer. Won't dive into where in the world all that is going on, and I decided to spend that on something I really wanted and also been at two minds about. So, Jethro Tull. Many years ago, I got my first Jethro Tull through that History of Rock and Roll vinyl subscription series, where you got a Rolling Stones one for free, which was volume 10 in the series, and then if you chose to not cancel it after, you would pay for the subsequent ones. And it tended to be, in some rare cases, it was one band for the whole. There was only one single set, and that was the Rolling Stones one. And then all the other records were double albums. And I think Beatles might have been one of the few, apart from Rolling Stones, who had one for themselves. But theirs was a double album, I think. And otherwise, it tended to be one side, one band. So usually 4 bands per record. And then there were some that were more like almost like one-hit wonders and everything. And one of those bands were Jethro Tull. I then later got a purple vinyl box set with greatest hits and BBC sessions and all that stuff. And that was my Jethro Tull for quite a few years. And then later on I got a smattering of their CDs, most of their early stuff on CD. But then those wonderful, super deluxe box sets, remixed or remastered, Steven Wilson, wasn't it? Yeah. In other words, I started getting these things. And, Steven Wilson Stereo Mix, yeah. I got a couple of them here and there, and then some of them obviously started getting out of print. And then I did get some more and more, and then I started regretting not having picked up some of the early ones. So it was a struggle, and over the last 3 or 4 years, I bought them where I could, some of them even from eBay, which I don't do that often, and some Discogs, and then some of them suddenly got repressed in this day and age. So that was fantastic. So last year, I think it was, I had my completion video. And then I've added to that since, because the Greatest Hits collection got the same treatment. But one little thing appeared along the way, and was that fall last year. And I wasn't sure if I wasn't going to get it, because it's not the same team behind, the remastering, etc. It's a much later album, but as it turns out, it does look like it. It's the same. It had the same, shape and format, which a lot of bands, they release their deluxe stuff in all kinds of manners, changing sizes and all kinds of stuff. Paul McCartney, at least they had the same height, but Beatles, those things, they're various sizes, and bands like Manic Street Preachers have been really changing over the years as well. So anyway, I got this gift card, and it almost covered the price of this. So I ended up getting the Jethro Tull Christmas album, Fresh Snow at Christmas. And it's Christmas, so I thought I'll open this with you guys. So I won't do a filming overhead thing for this one, because this thing is broken, so it can only hold up. If I try to tilt it and do this angle, it just falls down. So I can't do that. So it says, limited 4 CD plus Blu-ray bookset. Sorry guys. The 2003 festival album, newly remixed from the original master tapes by Bruce, what's his name? Sword? The Pineapple Thief. The 4 CDs include the album in its original mix, and 2024 remixes, and 2 CDs with live material, including some never before released. The Blu-ray comes with Dolby Atmos 4.1 surround sound and high-resolution stereo mixes of the main album, plus high-resolution stereo mixes of the live material. So, let's open it up. Careful I don't rip the hype sticker, because I want to save that for a rainy day. There it is. Yeah. So there is the album cover. Looking quite festive there. And there's the back. And opens up like we've been used to, with the CDs housed in the cover. And as usual, really easy to get out. Here we go. And green there, red here, title page, lyrics, and yeah, there's the art. Er det julenissen? Is that Santa Claus? Kris Kringle. It's early Victorian, I guess, or mid-Victorian. More lyrics. Jethro Tull Live, Christmas at St. Bride's. Which was in 2008. There's the band at that day and age. And is that St. Bride's? We have notes from Ian, from George Pitcher, various people, and here's from the tour, a couple of places I've actually been, Ely Cathedral, for example, and the Blu-ray is housed inside this page, as we've seen in many of the other box sets. So guys, thank you for watching with me this opening of the Jethro Tull Christmas album. I guess I can keep saying I have a complete Jethro Tull book box, super deluxe box set collection, and now more so with this arrival, and very happy to have this. And I made a video straight away because I want to listen to this now. And so anyway guys, I hope you are having a nice festive season. God Jul from Morten here in Oslo. If you want to click like, well, that helps my channel, and if you want to subscribe, well, that makes me happy. Hope to see you soon in another video. Bye bye.